Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, Trends Journal Day. And here's your cover. Yep. Trump wanting, quote, many more U.S. investments in corporations like Intel. Yeah, that equals fascism, the merger of state and corporate power. Or that's Mussolini's definition. All right? Not mine, Mussolini. Fascism. You got it? The merger of state and corporate powers. And it's been going on like that a while. Now he's making it clearer by doing these deals with these companies. Oh, hey, we're the taxpayer. We're going to benefit. Yeah, right. Again, it's disgusting. And you read your economic update this week, and we go into it. Hey, the equity markets, they went up, Yeah, what happened? Last week, at the end of the week, Fed head Powell said, we're going to lower interest rates. Oh, you forgot about how the markets were slumping down deep because of the fear of what we had forecast last January, or this past January, 28th, dot-com bust. Yep, and that's the magazine cover a week later. Everybody forgot about it. Oh, the Fed's are lowering. Oh, the markets went. Today, last night, Trump said that he's going to get rid of that Cook, the Fed governor. Gold prices went up nearly 1% because Trump wants lower interest rates. So gold is now about $300, almost $90 an ounce. Again, your Trends Journal. We've been bullish on gold. Yeah, but don't subscribe to the Trends Journal for $2.59 a week. Subscribe to the toilet paper record, the New York Slime. All right? This is Sunday's business edition. Not one article on the front page. Back in the day, even go back to the 1970s, there would be no pictures and all copy. No copy. Yep, there you got it. Facts, okay? No copy. Look at all that type. Nothing, but a lot of stupid fucking shit. They call this the business section. All right? You can't make this crap up. Yes, you can if you toilet paper record. Here, look at this. Insider's Guide to the Home of AI's Boom, San Francisco. All right? Look at this stupid fucking pictures. Listen, I'm getting banned from one after another. Alex Jones took me off one after another. A cunter. Hey, fuckface cunter. Hey, what did they do the other day? Oh, they just killed what? 20 people in Gaza hotel? 5 of them were journalists? More journalists have been killed by Israel in their genocide Gaza war than in all the American wars since World War II, and probably including World War II. So going back to your economic update, remember, when interest rates go down, the dollar goes down. And when the dollar goes down, gold prices keep going up. So now, again, the America's King of Kings, the man that loves fascism, fired that woman, Lisa Cook. And Cook's lawyer said, President Trump has no authority to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Oh, by the way, she got this job. She doesn't get thrown out until like 2038. Well, she'd be 100 years old by then. And what a bunch of shit. Again, we note this because there's not hard data driving the markets. It's just this bullshit. And now it's the last week of the summer. All right? Everybody's in a summer state of mind. You don't need a lot of players in the markets to rig them. And again, the damage is ahead. They just reported this company. Again, nobody's talking about the dot-com bust. They just started talking about it. Nobody's talking about the office building bust. You go back to 2019, your office vacancy rate was 12.9%. Now it's nearly 20%, 9.4%. The national office vacancy rate was close to 19.4% in July, following an increase of nearly 130 basis points year over year. That's their report. So let's go back to 2023. 3 banks failed. Silicon Valley Bank, Signature, and First Republic. It was the 3rd largest bank failure in U.S. history. The 3rd largest bank fails, only 3 banks failed. This is just the beginning. You look at your leases. The COVID war started 5 years ago. Your office occupancy rate, according to Castle Systems, is 52%. That's it. So the leases are running out now. Most of them are like 5-year leases. There are some 10 years and a few shorter ones. So now that 5 years is wrapping up. And you're going to see a lot of defaults. So get ready. No one is talking about this. Again, we are. Page after page. And more COVID war damage. Beyond the office building bust, they reported that this company, Bravo Brio Restaurants, LLC, they just filed for their second Chapter 11. You know when their first one was? Back when the COVID war began. They're filing another one. And among the reasons for their filing was the impact of coronavirus and, quote, rampant inflation and sharp doubling of interest rates. Oh, what are you talking about? Inflation. Don't you remember the bullshit that came out of Powell's mouth? It's only temporary, then transitory. Now it's transgendatory. And again, all you Trump fans, Trump locked down the country on Black Friday, March 13th, 2020. Yep. And the COVID war, the damage it's done is incalculable. So going back to your Trends Journal this week, great articles. But before I go into that, the Dow is up a little bit. And again, U.S. Treasury yields and $1 down. And oil prices down 2%. Yep. $67.22 a barrel. Bitcoin, it went up a little bit again. We're bullish on Bitcoin because the Trump team is going to stay in it. Nothing goes straight up or straight down. It's a correction, and we still are very bullish in it. Anyway, going back to your Trends Journal, some of the articles that you want to hear. Special report. Is the AI bubble ready to burst? Right there. Bunch of articles. Trends on the economic front. One of them, the uncertain U.S. housing market. Where's housing going? Is it a time to buy or a time to sell? Well, we're still positive on the housing market. But a lot of people aren't going to be able to buy it. So you're going to see more and more investors buying more and more buildings. But we don't see a big decline. Matter of fact, we don't see much one at all. Very small. And trends on the global economic front. There's hundreds of weeks we do this. When the economy falls, jobs go with it. And going out of business trends that you're not seeing anywhere else. Again, I just talked about that one that went out. Yeah, that made the news, but all the others are hardly making the news. And what else do we have here? Private equity firms battle for investors' money. Very important article. It's showing you the real weakness going out there. The markets are being driven up by very, very few companies. And now they're trying to get more and more investors into the other companies that aren't doing well. And what else do we have here? The Israel war. Disgusting what's going on there, and hardly anything being done to stop it. It just breaks my heart. I got to read about this every day and watch the slaughter of these people. Featured guest articles, The State and the Presidency by Judge Andrew Napolitano. We won't be doing a podcast tomorrow. He's on vacation. More ghastly decisions by the Trump administration. Phil Giraldi, former top CIA cat. The U.S. government is waging psychological war on its citizens inside the deep state psyops machine by John and Nisha Whitehead of the Rutherford Institute. The deadly campaign to shield all pesticides from legal liability, Dr. Joseph Mercola. And article that you don't want to miss. The point of no return has been reached. Massive conflict of interest by Gregory Mannarino. And the technocracy king of men, Joe Duran. Aliens and the alien AI. Technocracy article after technocracy article. High-tech AI sections. We're giving you what nobody anywhere is giving you. So subscribe to the Trends Journal. We need your support. The more subscribers we have, the more we can help change society for a positive way. And don't forget, we're having an Occupy Peace rally on September 27th up here in Kingston, New York, on the Four Corners of Freedom, John and Crown Street. You go to occupypeace.com for more information. So far, Judge Napolitano, Scott Ritter, Joe Lauria from Consortium News. That's a site you got to go to. He has great stuff there. And against the presidential reality show, five-time draft arbiter Trump calls Netanyahu a war hero and says, I guess I am too. The clown Huckabee repeats the extreme Israeli line that the land that the Israelis keep stealing, that morons and imbeciles call settlers, it's theirs to keep. And, oh God, another article here. Fascism, Trump administration takes 10% stake in Intel. And we go on about boosting up what the cover is saying. And this is very important. Yep, there you go. Trump wanting, yep, put that back up there. Trump wanting many more U.S. investments in big corporations like Intel equals fascism, the merger of state and corporate power. That's, again, Mussolini'S. And Trump is doing a good Mussolini act, because one of the articles is that Trump ramps war threats against Venezuela. Remember, this is the guy that lied his way into office saying he was a peace president. Remember? Hey, I'm going to stop that Ukraine war in 24 hours. Oh, by the way, this is Trump's latest now. U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said he is ready to hit Putin with sweeping economic sanctions if President Vladimir Putin refuses to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine long-running war. Quote, it's very, very serious what I have in mind. If I have to do it. If you have to do it? What I have in mind? How about we the people? Fuck off, Salenti, you little guinea bastard from the Bronx. Oh, you know who I am? I'm Donald Trump. My daddy left me $500 million. I'll tell you what to do. Like all these other son of a bitches and bastards. You got to be equal. If you say son of a bitch, you got to say daughter of a bastard. That's right. I got to get it right. All these politicians, maybe they locked down the whole fucking country. Oh, that little arrogant bastard over there in California. That's the shithead that's going to be running for the next Democratic president. Newsom Gruesome. Well, he locked down the whole country, the whole state. He's partying up at French Laundry, $400 a plate. Arrogant daddy's boy, another one. Trump goes, it's very, very serious what I have in mind if I have to do it, but I want to see it end. We have economic sanctions. I'm talking about economics because we're not going to get into world war. Oh, good. But how about the war you got going on over there in Israel and ramping it up against Venezuela? Trump ramps war threats against Venezuela. This is the Trump that tried to overthrow the Venezuelan government when he was president back in 2019. putting that little boy of nothing, that Guaido in there. Remember? Oh, you forgot that one? Yeah. And now we're sending troops, ships to Venezuela under the bullshit. It's a drug war. We got to stop them because they're bringing the fentanyl into America. There's always a bullshit line for war. And Trump, the king of bullshit. Yep. Article. High levels of high-tech radiation inside homes may be linked to developmental delays. Yep. Again, you know it. Between the 5Gs and the AI, the cell phones and all the Wi-Fi, little kids are getting all screwed up as well as older people. So that's just some of what you got. Trends in AI by Ben Davis. Again, Trends in Technocracy by Joe Duran. And we're giving you everything we can. So subscribe to the Trends Journal, trendsjournal.com, if you want to read history before it happens. Thank you.